Welcome and thanks for tuning in. This is Chris, and this is the fourth in a series of short instructional videos demonstrating how I use Obsidian to manage a Rolemaster game. In the prior videos, I showed you how I modify the Initiative Tracker plugin to track a Rolemaster combat. I altered the default initiative dice roller to use Rolemaster's 2d10. I then constructed a player character with concussion hits, armor type, and quickness initiative modifier, and then created a party using the created player characters. In the last video, I demonstrated how to create an encounter using the party and add opponents tracking concussion hits, armor type, and initiative. In this fourth video, I will take the encounter I set up and demonstrate how I handle changes in initiative from turn to turn. So first, I'll start with a party already pulled up and 3 opponents that have been added. A kobold leader and 2 other kobolds. They are in plain text, and then the party made up of a rogue, a fighter, and a lay healer are in the boldface. The plugin will automatically order them in a random initiative order based on a random 2d10 and the quickness modifier at the start. However, I always re-roll the initiative because I've observed that occasionally the initiative order has some strange roll results, like rolling a negative number. A simple re-roll of initiative solves this. So I go up here to the 3 dots and I re-roll initiative. And notice all the numbers have changed. We have the number to the left, which is what the roll was, and then we have the modifier for quickness. Over here we have the concussion hits and then the armor type, which the Game Master can use as a reference during combat. The initiative order only takes into consideration the quickness modifier. You either created the characters with or assigned it to the opponents. It doesn't take into account all the other possible variables like -5 for holding a shield or -25 for being surprised. Also, in my game, I have my players roll their own initiative and track their various modifiers, so the default roll for the players isn't the result that I want them to use. To adjust the player's roll, all you need to do is click on the displayed initiative roll. So I go up to the rogue, I click on that, and on my screen it turns a light blue, it's highlighted it. And all I need to do is retype the number, like the rogue says he got a 24. So I type a 24 and I hit return, and notice that not only did it change the original roll to a 24, but it has automatically reordered the combatants to take into consideration the new roll. As my fighter, he rolled a 14, we're there, and the lay healer doesn't really want to fight, and he rolled a 7. Now, for opponents, I'm going to do a similar mechanic. However, I, as a game master, will use the default roll as the base and only adjust the number by the modifiers other than the quickness of the opponent. For example, I know that the kobold leader is carrying a shield, so I'm going to subtract 5 from his initiative. So there's the leader. He's a 23, subtracting 5. His initiative is now an 18. And kobold number 2 was surprised, so he's going to lose 25, making his initiative a 5. Okay, with that done, the initiative order is set, and we can now commence the actions for that turn with an order that takes into consideration the quickness and then any modifiers that are in it. As we go through the turn, we get to the end, and now we go into the next round. So now what we do is we go over here, we re-roll the initiatives. So now we have new initiatives, and we now can do the modifiers as needed. The rogue leader still has that shield, so his 34 goes to a 29 for the -5. No one's surprised anymore. The rogue did really good, and he's rolling a 26. The fighter rolled an 18, and the lay healer rolled a 14. Okay, plus whatever modifiers to do. We go through there, we now have this new order, we go through all our actions, and we just rinse and repeat this. And that's how you alter the initiative and track the order from turn to turn. Note that if you want, you can actually just drag all the combatants in any order that you want. It will alter the number so it still fits in a number order. Notice I went from an 18 to a 20 to put it ahead of the kobold. Kobold leader I can just drag down here and he becomes an 18 just ahead of the rogue. So you can drag them in order too if for some reason you wanted one person to go in a particular spot and you just didn't want to do the math. Okay, so that's what I wanted to cover in this video, as I'm trying to keep these videos short and focused. My next video will cover how you can track conditions like stuns, no parry, bleed damage, and any other notes that you might want to attach to a combatant. Please let me know in the comment section if you like this format or if I should combine 2 or more of these little micro topics into longer videos. Again, I want to thank Joshua Plunkett and his wonderful videos introducing the D&D community to Obsidian, and Jeremy Valentine, who developed the Initiative Tracker plugin. And we're all good. Thanks.